Hi everybody, it's Zuica here at M&A. So we're going to be continuing April's theme of spring cleaning, and today we are potentially, hopefully, going to clean out hurry for you. So these days we find ourselves in a hurry. Not just busy, but in a hurry, right? Waiting isn't actually a trait that we are as a whole practicing anymore. We don't want to wait. Instant gratification has become the norm for us. And the world really responds. You can go to any type of grocery store or a Target, and if the lane starts to have too many people and people start to huff and puff about waiting too long, you have store employees that are opening up another lane quickly. So truth be told, I wanted to dive into this topic because I had an experience of hurry at Target last week. So just as I was getting into the line, there was a woman that went right in front of me, and then I was behind her. And literally we just got into line. And we waited about, I think it was 4 seconds, and she turns to look at me and says, "Can you believe this wait? I hate shopping here. I'm never going to shop here again. It's ridiculous that they haven't opened another line." And so then I kind of chuckled, and she looked at me pretty annoyed that I did that. And I said, "Yeah, we've been here like 3 seconds. I don't know about you, but I've been in Target for like 2 hours and have a whole bunch of things in my cart that I don't need," because that's what you do when you're at Target. "And you're probably going to shop here again because it's Target. Everybody loves Target." And just as I was saying this, another lane opened and they called her over. So I didn't get to get a response from her. But I was thinking in my head, we're always hurried. And that woman was so frustrated and annoyed. And I also thought in my head, gosh, hurrying or perceived not getting my way is actually really hurting us, right? It becomes this, gosh, I can't believe they're making me wait. Everything is fast, right? Things are online in an effort to make everything quicker. Our banking, our grocery shopping, you can send cards online, scheduling appointments, renewing anything, emails, social medias. Everything is hurried and quick, and that's what we expect. There's little room these days for concentration and even contemplation. We're not always stopping to think about our thinking or even to think about the other person in front of us. In fact, research is really showing us that our brain is becoming more shallow. Instead of taking time to read bigger passages of things, people's attention span really just skim on what's important. And if anything is really over 4 sentences, people kind of skip it. Nicholas Carr, in his book, The Shallows, he talks about it where instead of scuba divers, we've really become a society of jet skiers, just skimming off the top. So the question becomes, how do you actually clean out hurrying and replace it with peace and calm? Because that's so easy. So the number one strategy that I would recommend that you practice to help clean out hurry is solitude. So solitude is really defined as sustaining from interaction from other human beings or tasks or habits. And I know some of you out there are similar to me that think, oh my gosh, the idea of sitting with myself for even 5 minutes feels very painful. That's probably an indicator that you need it. So I want to provide 4 different reframes that you can use to support yourself while you are taking some quiet time in solitude. Number 1, your way is not the only way. So a lot of the times I hear, if I don't do it, it won't be done, which may be true. But the other reframe might be, if I won't do it, it may be done differently. So a lot of the times we actually might be hurried because we think we're the only one who can do it, when in reality, there are plenty of people who can do it. They just might not do it the way that you want it done. And that might be something that you have to let go of. And number 2, some things won't get done. So we've really come to a place where we're running so hard or are always in a hurry that our well-being is actually impacted greatly. People are suffering from high levels of anxiety and depression, insomnia, and stress-related disorders. And a lot of it stems from this idea of, I gotta get it all done. The list will go on forever. So this idea of when you are in solitude is saying to yourself, some things won't get done, and the world actually still moves on. And number 3, busy doesn't mean important. These days, we really wear hurry and busyness as a badge of honor because we're attaching our significance to what we're doing, right? The busier I am, the more important I am. And that's just not true. If you're hurried and busy, it just means that you're hurried and busy. So you really have to ask yourself, am I really hurried? Or do I have something to be hurried about? Or am I acting hurried so that I can feel important? And number 4, think about what matters the most. It's this opportunity that when you sit in solitude and silence, you really have the space to think about what actually matters to you versus running through life kind of numb and hurried. So lastly, I think if you find yourself in a hurry, asking yourself, what's chasing me, is probably the best way to get your mind awake to it. So hopefully that'll help you clean out a little bit of that hurry. I hope that helps. Until next time, emanate your best self.